You know, I've been thinking, could it possibly be that the route to live an unlimited life is by setting limits on yourself? It I know, sound a little contradictory, but could it possibly be that setting limits now ushers you in to be able to live an unlimited life? Yeah, through the lens of accountability, through responsibility, through discipline. Sometimes these are hard truths that in many cases we have to grapple with and we have to dissect in order to discern it. I want to talk about it in its depth and its entirety about setting boundaries to live a limitless life. Stick and stay. More is on the way. Let's mix it up. Family, thank you for joining me for In the Mix at 6. We are in part 13. Can you believe it? We've exceeded the limit of what it is with our series. Yeah. We're talking about how to stop breaking boundaries, how to stop breaking laws that limit you. Yeah. How to stop breaking boundary laws that limit you. And we've gone past the limit. I think my most extensive series was about 12 parts. This is 13. So breaking new ground. I'm so glad that you stuck around. Talking about breaking boundary laws, part 13. How to stop breaking boundary laws that limit you. You know, I don't know what kind of driver you are. Some of y'all are driving Miss Daisy. Some of y'all are Speedy Gonzalez. Yeah, what lane do you drive in? You on the left lane? I guess that's the passing lane, right? Or maybe the right lane is too. Some of y'all driving in the middle. But you do know for one thing that if the laws are around, you know the laws, the cops. The old folks say, I'm gonna call the laws on you. Right? You know if the cops are around and they see you speeding, they track you and they clock you, it's going down for real. Maybe you can weasel your way to be able to get a warning. But for most of us, a ticket is coming. And in many cases, we have been flagged in life simply because we have not created healthy boundaries that foster development, that foster growth, that foster what I was just mentioning, the whole aspect of living life through the lens of accountability, of respect, and discipline. Family, just type VIP. Just type VIP. We all want to go through life being VIP. We all want to go through life being ushered on the red carpet. We all want to go through life being escorted to the closest seat, whether it's at the concert, whether it's at the movie theater, whether it's at some gala, right? We all want to be VIP and we focus on being a very important person. But I want to put it this way. We also have to focus on the fact that we have a very important purpose. Oh, yes. Let me make it make sense. Not only are we just a very important person, but here's the thing. We have a very important purpose. And being a very important person, much less having a very important purpose, does not mean that we're cocky, that we're arrogant about it. It's the fact that it should move us to a greater place of humility simply because we're in a place to be able to be a servant leader, serving others. But here's the thing, being a very important person with a very important purpose is the fact that here it is. I have to also create some very important boundaries for my life. I don't want to exceed the limits of where it is that I'm supposed to be. Here's what I need to do. I need to exceed limitations. People have often placed limitations on us. You'll never be this. You'll never overcome that. You'll never become that. Simply because nobody in your family ever became a millionaire. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be the first one. That's what you got to tell yourself. Nobody in your family ever got the doctorate degree. You got to tell yourself, listen, I'm going to be the first one. Nobody in your family ever matriculated through the higher echelon of academia. Nobody in your family ever did anything good in the neighborhood. Nobody in your family ever broke trauma bonds. But here's what you got to say. I'm going to be the first one to be healed. I'm going to be the first one to be filled. I'm going to be the first one to be fulfilled. I'm going to be the first one to break all of the limitations. Why? Because I'm going to stop breaking boundaries that keep me broken. I'm going to stop breaking boundaries, boundary laws that limit me. We've been mentioning the whole aspect that a lot of times people don't set boundaries because they've got a fear of a loss of love. They have a fear of being abandoned. Well, I don't want anybody to resent me simply because of these boundaries that I've set up. And I want to be able to get all the love that I can possibly give. So I'll let people do whatever it is that they want to do. I'll be a people pleaser. I will acquiesce to everybody else's demands. Secondly, a lot of times we have a fear of setting boundaries because we fear other people's anger. Well, I don't want them to be mad at me. But are you glad with you? Hello? Because of old hurts, because of poor boundaries, some of us can't stand for anybody to be mad at us. But here's the thing. You got to get mad at you. You got to get mad enough to, here it is, make a difference. Too many of us, we're fearing loneliness. You can be alone and not lonely. You're always lonely. Here's the thing. If you have somebody and they're not on your level, you're still alone. If you have people in your life who don't cheer you on, who don't support you, you don't have a circle, you have a cage. But here's the thing about alone. You can't spell alone without the word one. And that's what God does. He allows you to not be depleted, to not be diminished, to not be distorted and distracted, to not be fractured or fissured, but to become one, to be whole. Come on, family, type wholeness, wholeness. Wholeness looks good on you. Wholeness sounds good coming from you. Wholeness breaks the limitations that are on your life. I'm becoming one with Him. I'm becoming one with God. I'm becoming one with the vision that He gave me. I'm becoming one simply because I have a very important purpose to fulfill. And as we're talking about this fact, we have to stop breaking boundary laws that limit us. We can't be afraid. We can't walk in fear. Can't fear the unknown and fear of being alone. We have to know our no. Got to know who to know. We also have to know who to know. We got to know who to connect to. We have to know who to cut off. We have to know who to reposition. We have to know who to realign. We have to know who to fire. We have to know who to hire. We have to know who to promote. We have to know who to demote. We have to know who to love from a distance. Here's what Dr. Henry Cloud says. According to Dr. Henry Cloud, he said, a good test of a relationship is indicated by how a person responds to the word no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Family, type no. Yeah. Life keeps saying no to you simply because you won't set up any boundaries that speak to the word no in your life. Yeah. That's oftentimes what life is at. That's how it has become for many of us. Simply because we have not created any boundaries to where here it is, we're willing to tell ourselves no so that we can say yes to our future. We're willing to tell the past no so we can say yes to the best and the blessed. Bigger, better, brighter. Family, type B3. Building better boundaries. Build back better. Bigger, better, brighter. Can I take you higher? Dr. Henry Cloud mentions again, a good test of a relationship is indicated by how a person responds to the word no. Why? Because love respects no. Control does not. Let me say it again. Love respects no. Control does not. So here's a question for you that you got to answer, that you need to think about, that you need to be metacognitive when it comes to it, thinking about what you're thinking about. Are you in loving relationships or controlling ones? Got to ask yourself that question. Am I in loving relationships or am I in controlling ones? Yeah. Can I let it be known on the microphone? Am I in loving relationships or controlling ones? Do I have people in my life who are willing to release me or to handcuff me? Let me make it plain. Am I willing? Do I have people in my life who are willing and who celebrate me living a life that's bountiful, that's plentiful? Or are they just so slothful to where they can't stand to see me excel and prevail? That's what you have to ask yourself, those questions. No has to be new opportunity. No is on backwards. And some of us have to be on to the next one, on to the next project, on to the next thought, on to the next idea, on to the next connection, on to higher heights. Family, if you're not soaring into higher heights with us, what is wrong with you? What are you waiting on? Join our Eagles Academy. Join our Eagles community where we soar into success and where we soar into purpose. Why? Because you have a very important purpose. Go to theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button. I want you to fill out the form, and I guarantee you will be transformed. Listen, as I'm talking, there are some levels, there are some tiers. It's levels to this on the YouTube channel. We're growing leaps and bounds. Thanks to you. And so, as I'm talking, there are certain levels that you can become a member by. Yeah, I want you to become a member on the Eagles side as well as here on the YouTube side. VIP. Yeah, not just very important person, very important purpose. OQP, only quality people. Royalty. Come on. VIP, royalty, OQP. There are certain levels that you can join. Why? Because we have some real solid behind the scenes information, value that I'm providing to you. Messages that will not necessarily be shared on just the regular YouTube side of the channel, but behind the scenes. So let's take a deeper dive. Take a deeper dive with me. Join us. And then, of course, got super chats, super stickers. Yeah, come on. Contribute to the messaging that is streaming to you today. Listen, I'm coming back. Let me share this quick, special message with you. And I'm going to see you on the other side. There's more breakthrough on the other side. After these messages, I will be right back. Hey, what's up, family? Have you checked out my resources to grow your greatness? Yeah, I'm talking about to grow as an author and a speaker. You want to get my bestseller book blueprint. Somebody's waiting for you to write that book. Let me show you how to do it. I'm giving you all the strategies of what I've used to be a best-selling author of 16 books. Surely I know something to help you. Go and get my bestseller book blueprint, as well as whenever you write a book, people are going to ask you to talk about it. You want to get my successful speaker strategies. It's a amazing video tutorial download, 4.5 hours of just content of what it is that I do to share of how to communicate and really to connect as you're communicating. Your words are a paintbrush. What picture are you painting when you're speaking? I guarantee you, whatever you're building, you can build it better if you use better words. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com/store and grow your greatness. Get all the resources. Yes, family. Yes, y'all. And we don't stop. Got a number of different resources for you. Yeah. Got a number of different resources for you that are going to show you and really shift you with strategy, structure, solutions, and systems. The thing about a system is it saves yourself time, energy, money. Wouldn't you like to do that? Yeah, as a matter of fact, you and I both would. So, what I want you to do, I want you to download my bestseller book blueprint, where I'm showing you all of the steps that I have gone through and what I have done to write 16 books. Those books have been published. And then also those books have, whenever those books come out, they go number one. How? Well, it's strategies. I'm showing you what I have done. All you have to do is plug and play my strategies of what it is to actually get your manuscript to the marketplace, to become an industry authority as an author, to, in many cases, really take your books to another dimension. Take your ideas and create income. Yeah. So increase your sales, all of that. For those of us who are authors and those of us who are prospective authors, it'll be a great resource for you. So go ahead, theeaglesacademy.com/store. I'm helping your book to soar. Also, you want to get my successful speaker strategies. Yeah, there is an art of communication. There's an art to communicating. And I'm showing you all of the intricate steps of what it takes to connect communication and compensation. Whatever you're building, I guarantee you can build it better if you build better words. You can build it better if you use better words. Go ahead, theeaglesacademy.com/store. Let's soar. Family, we are talking about how to stop breaking boundary laws that limit you. Family, just type stop. I guarantee you, here it is. I guarantee you, if you set limits to stop being a people pleaser, to stop walking in fear, to stop stifling, to stop stopping, to quit quitting, here it is. Certain blessings, certain doors are going to start opening. Sometimes to start, certain things have to be stopped. Sometimes for new beginnings to take place, old endings have to ensue. Can I let it be known on the microphone? Here it is. Here's what we got to do. I got these gold glasses. You see, glasses are my thing. And here it is. It's time for us to adjust our vision. Why? Because for you to live your life like it's golden, you got to recognize that your vision is golden. Come on, you got to adjust your vision to stop looking at life through the lens of your past. Why? Because when you change the way you look at things, the things that you look at change. You got to change your perception. You got to change your perspective. Too many of us were looking at life through a limited lens. We're looking at life through all of the ways that people have limited us. We're looking at life through all of the limitations that people have set on us. Hmm? Adjust your vision. Family, type adjust your vision. Type adjust your vision. Come on, visionaries. Yeah, VIP. Very important person. VIP. Very important purpose. Come on. Come on, VIP. VIP. Vision is powerful. Yeah, sometimes you just got to be demonstrative. Sometimes you just got to be dramatic about it. Some time ago, I broke my glasses. One of my favorite pair of glasses. Never got them fixed. Why? Because it wasn't the lenses that broke, it was the frame. And oftentimes, the frame of our life has been broken, the financial frame, the relationship frame, psychological frame, emotional frame, career frame. And all of a sudden, it's like I heard God speak to me. He said, everything you were looking through is no longer working for you. Why? Because it's too small. You're looking at life through a limited lens. You're looking at life. Here it is from the lens of your pain. You're looking at life from the lens of your past. You're looking at life from the lens of generational poverty. You're looking at life from the lens of trauma. I need you to adjust the lens. So here it is, that you can live a limitless life. Too many of us are seeing boundaries through just a limited lens. Well, I'm restricted. I'm limited. No, you're moving into a place of unlimited opportunities, unlimited blessings, unlimited growth. Why? Because here it is. You're fostering boundaries that give you a breakthrough. Family, just type this. Type, I am a visionary. Two of the most powerful words that you can use is the statement, I am. And what you put after that I am statement will speak to how you live your life. It will speak to the lot of your life. Say, I am a visionary. Come on, type it. Type it and tell yourself it. Yeah. Yeah. Talk to you. Type to you. Tell yourself that you are a visionary. Too many of us, we're not setting healthy boundaries for ourselves simply because we're looking at life through a limited lens. And here's what we got to do. We got to stop breaking laws. We got to stop breaking laws. That you got to always be a people pleaser. Stop breaking laws and live a life that moves you into a place of limitless. When you stop being limited, a lot of times we're not setting boundaries simply because of the power of fear. And you got to get to a place in your life to where you say, listen, fear is not going to have any power over me. I'm going to have power over it. A lot of times we have a fear of losing the good you, fear of losing what you feel is good. Why? Because yes, we're made to love. And as a result, when we are not loving, a lot of times we are in pain. And we have moved into a place of us not loving is so external, but not internal. Everybody doesn't want love. Some people just want help. And here's what we believe. We believe a lot of times, as a false belief, is that we think love means to always say yes. And here's the thing. Oftentimes, love means to say no. I can say no because I love me and I love the future that God gave me. I can say no because here's what I'm moving into a place of I'm empowering my purpose to grow. I can say no to what is no longer fostering my development. You got to get to the particular place in your life to where you're willing to say no to a trauma bond. You're willing to say no to stinking thinking that keeps you sinking. You're willing to say no to going backward when your future's pushing you forward. You're willing to say no to generational curses that keep you bound. You're willing to say no to say, listen, I can't live like my predecessors. I got to live better. Why? Because God has forecasted a future for me. What does he have? In Jeremiah, he said, I got plans for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Do I have people in my life who are living from the mindset of what God has, that they want to see me prosper? They don't want to see harm come to me. I want healing for you, not harm to happen for you, to you. Family type healing. Healing. Too many times we're not setting boundaries simply because there is guilt. And here's the thing. Many people's giving is motivated by guilt. What do they try to do? They try to do good enough. They try to do good things just to overcome the guilt that they feel inside so they can feel good about themselves. So many times we're coming to people's rescue when in many cases they wouldn't be responsible for themselves. And so here's what we do now. Now we want to help other people out with what it is that they put themselves in simply because we feel guilty about our life. We feel guilty that if we don't show up for them, if we don't help them get rescued out of what it is that they did and what they found themselves in, now we're going to be the bad person. Now you're going to be the bad girl. Now you're going to be the bad guy. Our concern with others should not be, are they doing what I would do or what I want them to do? Why? Because that moves us now into a place of control. Here's the question that we need to be asking. Am I really making a free choice in my life? Am I really making a choice that moves me into a place of responsibility, of discipline, of accountability? Why? Because when we accept freedom that we have, when we accept the freedom of others, when we don't try to shackle other people, when we don't try to manipulate other people, when we don't try to gaslight other people, when we don't try to guilt trip other people, now we don't move into a place of anger. Now we don't move into a place of animosity. Now we don't move into a place of guilt. We don't specifically try to withdraw our love when certain people set boundaries with us. People who don't want to control, people who don't want to manipulate, people who want to move into a place of love, get to a particular place that they're not angry with us simply because we created healthy boundaries. Why? Because when we accept freedom for ourselves, we accept other people's freedom as well, to where they feel better for who it is that they are because we feel better for ourselves. Come on, family, type limitless. Type limitless. Limitless love, limitless opportunities, limitless ideas, limitless impact, limitless income, limitless increase. Why? Because here it is. I can expect limitless income. I can expect limitless impact when I stop breaking laws. Too many of us are breaking financial laws. And as a result, simply because we're breaking laws, now we experience loss. Let me talk to you. Yeah. because you won't be a good steward of your resources, because you won't be a good steward of your financial resources, and set, here it is, boundary laws, now you experience loss. Yeah, because you wanted so much retail therapy, because you wanted to be so spendthrifty. Yeah, now you in the red. You in the red now versus being in the black. Yeah. Come on. Because you won't set limits on your own life, because you won't put any particular parameters in place. Now you can't live a limitless life. Think about this. Races like the Kentucky Derby. There's a jockey and there's a particular horse. Not only is the jockey real little jockey, I don't think they can be any more than about 5'3", 5'4", 5'5", and they have to be a certain weight. Why? Because the horse has to be able to support the jockey. Too tall, not gonna work. Over a certain weight, not gonna work. But here's what I realized. For the horse to run the race at its pace, and much less to win the race, here's what the horse has on. The horse has blinders on. Why? Because the blinders are boundaries. If the horse does not have any blinders on, it's not looking straight ahead. It's looking all over here. And generally, in the direction it is looking is the direction it is going. I want to talk to somebody. You know why you're going in the direction of your past? Because you keep looking at your past. You know why you're going in the direction of regression? Is because you're not looking at the direction of progression. You know why you're looking in the direction of trying to look at everybody else and see what everybody else is doing, and now you become a carbon copy of everybody else simply because you got your eyes on the wrong thing. You don't have your eyes on the prize. You don't have your eyes on the fact that you are VIP, that you're a very important person with a very important purpose. And your vision is powerful. Do you hear me? Based upon your direction will foster your connection. Here it is. If you're going to move into a place in your life to where, here it is, you're experiencing horsepower. I'm not just talking about when you put your pedal to the metal in your vehicle, to where your life accelerates, to where your life moves into a place that is limitless, to where you move into a place that is bountiful. You got to get to a particular place in your life to where you're willing to set boundaries, to where you're going to stop breaking certain laws that keep you limited. But when you set certain limits on your life, now you can be limitless. Do you hear what I'm saying? Who am I talking to? I hope it's you. Yeah, sometimes you got to put on the blinders of the boundaries so that you can win your race at your pace, so that you can run your race at your pace. What does scripture say? Looking unto Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith. You're looking at your past, and guess what? That's your author. Why? Because you keep rereading the past pain of the last chapter versus flipping the page and giving God the pen to write a new chapter. Let me talk to you. You'll win if you give God the pen. You'll win if you stop rehearsing and rereading the last chapter in your life. You'll win if you begin again through the lens of boundaries. Clean off the lens. Come on. Clean off the lens. You got everybody else's fingerprints on your lens. You got all the dust simply because of what it is that you've been under construction. Clean off the lens. Get folks' hands off your vision. You don't need a cosigner. When God called you, it wasn't a conference call. When God called you, it wasn't a board meeting. Why? Because he uses who he chooses. Why are you choosing pain? Why are you choosing out of your past? Why are you choosing out of the limited, low down, dirty shame of a stigma in your situation? Choose healthy boundaries. Come on, family, type I'm chosen. I'm chosen. Come on, type I'm chosen. I want to talk to my chosen people. I want to talk to those. What does scripture say? 1 Peter 2:9 says you are a chosen generation. Royal people, chosen generation, holy people, holy nation, peculiar. Why? So that you can show forth the praise of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. You're chosen for change. You're chosen to move out of the place that has been so diminutive, that has been so darkened, that has been so diminished. You're chosen for the next level. You're chosen to break barriers. You're chosen to break generational curses. Come on, family, type chosen. You're chosen to be a change agent. You're chosen to turn this world upside down. You're chosen to make strides. You're chosen to move out of lack. You're chosen for healing. You're chosen for your next level. You're chosen to break trauma bonds. You're chosen to make a choice by lifting up your voice and being able to say no. Because I know my no. I know who to know, and I know who to know. Here's what you got to be in your place in life. You got to know that you know that you know. You got to know that you know that you've been chosen for a purpose. You got to know that you know that you're VIP. You got to know that you know that you're royalty. You got to know that you know that you're OQP. You got to know that something bigger, better, and brighter God has for you. You got to know that you know your assignment. You got to know that you need to be in alignment. You got to know that you have a purpose. You got to know that you've been chosen in this season for greater. This is a good place to hear it is. Make your election sure. You've been selected. You've been chosen. You've been set aside. This is why you don't fit in. Why? Because you were born to stand out. This is why you're different. You're distinct. You're distinguished. You're too unique to compete. You're too rare to compare. Your royalty demands loyalty. You've been set apart. You've been set aside. Why are you setting your purpose aside? Come on, time to roll up your sleeves. Time to make it happen. You've been chosen. I want you to sow into your next level. Yeah. I want you to sow a seed into your next level. I want you to stop stopping. I want you to quit quitting. I want you to start going and growing in the direction of your destiny. You can sow your seed as a super sticker. You can sow into this super conversation, this super chat by sending a super chat. I don't know what tier it's on. I don't know what level it's on. Maybe it's a $5 seed. Maybe it's a $20 seed. Maybe it's a $50 seed. Maybe it's a $500 seed. Maybe it's a $1,000 seed. I don't know. I want you to sow. Sow where you grow. Sow where you soar. This is a place where you grow. This is a place where you soar. Sow where you go. Sow where you grow. Sow where you soar. You can sow also via Cash App, $access identity, Zelle, EddieConnorJr at Gmail. Also via PayPal, info@eddieconnor.com. This information is also in the description. Wherever you're watching from, it's also in the description as well. Once you sow your seed, and as you're sowing your seed, I want you to name your seed. Sow your seed, name your seed. Sow your seed. Maybe it's VIP. Maybe you're naming your seed healing. Maybe you're naming your seed limitless. Maybe you're naming your seed chosen. Maybe you're naming your seed B3, because here it is. You got a virtual vitamin B3 shot. Yeah, bigger, better, brighter. Building better boundaries. Building back better. Maybe you say, listen, I want to sow simply by becoming a member on this YouTube channel side in the tiers of VIP, royalty, OQP. You can go ahead and do that. We'd be glad to welcome you in. I want to thank you even in advance for sowing. Why? Because it's not as a debt that you owe, it's a seed that you sow. I want you to give a sacrificial seed today. And here's the thing. I'm joining my faith to yours. Whatever it is that you're believing for, I'm believing that God will do the exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ask or think. Yeah, whatever you're believing for, I'm expecting God to exceed your seed. Do you hear me? To add, to multiply. You've had too many people, you've had too many situations in your life that subtracted and divided. Subtracted from your success, divided you from your destiny. The line is being drawn right now. The boundary is ensued. The boundary is in place. The past is past. Any man be in Christ, he's a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, look at here, look at here. All things are become new. I want you to take a look at you. I want you to look through a new lens. I want you to see that you got life and that more abundantly. Maybe you're naming your seed life. Maybe you're naming your seed greater. But I want you to name your seed as you sow your seed. And I'm believing that God will exceed your need. 30, 60, 100-fold. It's already yours. Thank you for sowing your seed. Thank you for sowing your seed into good ground. Thank you for sowing your seed into a channel for change that breaks chains. A channel for change that brings change and breaks chains. Why? Because you're also helping us to stream not only just into neighborhoods, but into nations, locally, globally, nationally, and to do it on a greater level. Why? Because this is a channel that's not just my channel, it's our channel. Family, type ours. And so you can help us to meet the need of getting better mics, getting better lights, better software. Because we've been making tweaks on this show and we want to do it even better. We want to do it bigger, bolder, brighter, and we want it to be greater. Thank you for helping us to make an impact and to grow your greatness. Family, I've got a number of different resources that are out there. So nice, let me say it twice. The bestseller book, Blueprint. For those of you who are prospective authors, those of you who are already authors, I've written 16 books. Surely I know a thing or 16 about how to make your book impactful. Go ahead to the eaglesacademy.com/store, showing you how to take your manuscript to the marketplace, increase your sales, become an industry authority as an author. eaglesacademy.com/store. Let's soar. Same place, eaglesacademy.com/store for Successful speaker strategies. What picture are you painting when you're speaking? Go ahead and get that digital video training course on really taking your communication to another level in any industry. From a Zoom room to a boardroom to the platform to a pulpit, whatever it is, I'm showing you how to excel and to make people say, wow, to invite you back, to compensate you for your signature story. I want you to join my amazing Eagles Academy, our community. Where are my Eagles at? Come on, Eagles, drop some Eagle emojis in the chat. Join our Eagles community. If you think it's impactful here, we're taking it to another level over there. We're in a great, great semester series called Communicators Are Connectors. Really going deep into the tentacles of what it takes to really create messages that make money, to increase your ideas, your impact, and your influence. That's what we do over there. Messages that move the masses, messages that make you money, messages that cause people to prosper so that you can prosper, to where you're able to share your story in a way that touches people's emotions, it touches their life, it improves them. Join our amazing community. We talk about so many different topics and subject matters with strategy, structure, and solutions to take your vision to another dimension. Go there now, eaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the button that says join now. Fill out the form, be transformed. Yes, the eaglesacademy.com. Tap the join now button, fill out the form, be transformed. We want to welcome you in with open wings. Yeah, in the place where I coach, where I teach, I train, with accountability partners, with industry leaders, with movers and shakers, with next level thinkers, with trendsetters, with trailblazers, with history makers, with record breakers. Join us. Family, I hope you got something out of this. Part 13. But I feel like there's more in store. Should we go to part 14? Come on, let me know. For sure. Should we go to part 14? Here's the thing. I don't want to give it if you don't want it. Only for those who have an open mind, open heart, and open hands to receive. Because I guarantee you, it's going to move you into open doors. Let me know. 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 That was actually the Isleys before Aaliyah. Those are for my music majors. Those are for those who, musicologists. There it is. Family in the Mix at 6 is out of time. But y'all know I'm not out of truth. Like that poetic genius, Tupac Shakur, said, there's no way I can pay you back, but my plan is to show you that I understand. So I hope you understand that you are appreciated, you are celebrated, you are not tolerated over here. I hope you are elevated as a result of tuning in over here. So I want to thank you for rocking with me. I want to thank you for riding with me. I want to thank you for rolling with me. Why? Because that's just how we roll. Yeah, you know what it is. You know where it is. You know who it is. And yes, we do it right here, each and every single Monday through Friday, every weekday for In the Mix at 6 on the digital airwaves, particularly of YouTube. So here's what I want you to do. And I haven't even asked you yet. Come on, hit the thumbs up button. I can't believe I went the whole show without even saying, hit the thumbs up button. Come on. Yeah, let it explode. Put it in explode mode. Hit the thumbs up button. There it is. Yeah, hit the thumbs up button from your heart. Because YouTube has boundaries. And its boundaries are for the channel to grow. It needs more than just comments. It needs you to hit the thumbs up button so that it can circulate it, so that it can send this broadcast out. And you know how the algorithm is. All right. So thank you for hitting the thumbs up button and liking this video. I don't want you to be a ghost follower, so I do want you to hit the subscribe button. Come on, hit the subscribe button for the YouTube channel. Yes, yes. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the thumbs up. Of course, follow me on all social media at EddieConnorJr. Put some respect on my name, EddieConnorJr. Y'all keep showing love. I'm going to keep showing up. If I can help you, if I can serve you in any way, please reach out to me. Invite me to come and speak at your event, your conference, your community center, your church, your college, your school, your session, your workshop. Let's win. Over and over again. And you can do that simply by inviting me, email me, info@eddieconnor.com, sending me a DM on any of the social sites, as well as going to dreddieacademy.com/invite. Yes, yes, yes. Yours truly, Dr. Eddie, your main man, 100 grand, your brother from another mother. Family has been fun, but you know a brother gotta run. But I want you to know it's been a privilege and a pleasure, a treat and a treasure, a joy beyond measure. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to remember to keep the faith and believe it's going to be bigger, better, brighter, peace and love. Keep soaring higher. Breaking news. This message is for you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You don't just soar as high as your dream. You soar as high as your team. Why are you not a part of our team? Our Eagles community team, where it's all about soaring into success and greater purpose. I want you to go right now and join us. Yeah, right now. Go to theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, and I guarantee you're going to be transformed. Your mindset, you're going to maximize that. You're going to strengthen your skill set. You're going to build your tool set. You're going to heal your heart set, find serenity in your soul set, and be an asset in any environment. It's time to grow in your greatness, in your business, in your relationships, in your purpose, with individuals who are already growing. And we have a motto in our community where a win for me is a win for you. A win for you is a win for us too. Let's win together. Come on, join us, experience the transformation, experience the celebration, experience the opportunity, experience not just information, but implementation. As I coach, as I teach, as I train, as I mentor you and show you how to use strategy, structure, and solutions to take your vision to another dimension. Meet us there. Join us there. I can't wait to see your face in our digital space. Go right now to theeaglesacademy.com. When you get there, tap the join now button, fill out the form, and let's be transformed together. Spread your wings, and we'll win over and over again. See you there.